Well, some emotional testimony this morning in Olympia as legislators look at adding Holocaust history lessons to the state's public school curriculum. But survivors of other genocides told lawmakers that their stories need to be told as well. Our Olympia Bureau Chief Drew Mickelson reports from the Capitol.
I was born and raised in the Netherlands.
Ingrid Stepik's sister and father were captured in World War II for helping Jewish families hide from the Nazis.
My parents didn't need Holocaust education. They lived through it. And we, as a nation, we need to learn from our history.
The story I'm going to be telling you folks is not something I read about.
Right now, the state strongly encourages lessons about the Holocaust in public schools, and the Holocaust Center for Humanity says 1/3 of the state's schools do use the center's resources.
My grandparents barely survived the Holocaust. Their lives were shattered and rebuilt.
But a bipartisan proposal would mandate Holocaust instruction by the 27-28 school year.
I strongly believe that the absence of this teaching only leads to further ignorance and could, in the end, be humanity's downfall.
I myself am the youngest of 7, but grew up with only 2 siblings.
Survivors of other examples of genocide, from Cambodia to Bosnia.
Today I speak in the name of my uncles, my grandmother, and the innocent souls who lost their lives in the Bosnian genocide.
And Rwanda.
Over 100 of my family were killed.
Want their stories included in the mandatory curriculum.
In light of my experiences and in the spirit of diversity, equity, and inclusion, I propose an amendment to Senate Bill 5851 that explicitly names other genocides worldwide that should be taught in our schools without giving priority to one over another.
As well as cultivating compassion, as well as preventing further genocides and ending current genocides that are happening.
The Holocaust is an example, but it is by no means, unfortunately, the only genocide that we have seen in our lifetimes.
The proposed curriculum may include other examples of genocide. Ingrid Stepik says stories about families like hers need to be told.
The only way we can learn is by being taught in schools and passing this lesson on to the next generation. Because if we don't, we're going to repeat it.
Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
The curriculum is established by the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction and the Holocaust Center for Humanity. The center's CEO says the Holocaust will not be the only genocide included in the lesson.